Hi, my name's Chris Bunyan from ittc.co.uk, a teacher training centre in Bournemouth, England. And I'm here to share an idea with you to help students with reading of authentic or semi-authentic texts and a focus on vocabulary, especially the lexical chunks, the phrases in the text, and how to get students using them. It's basically based on a KWL chart approach. I'm sure lots of you know this already, and there are lots of good materials on twinkle.co.uk. The K stands for know. It's what do students already know about the text and the topic. Maybe using the headline and pictures as a prompt, we can brainstorm, get lots of useful language, lots of these phrases, not just individual words, but these lexical chunks that we think they'll appear in the text. The next stage in KWL is the W. What do they want to learn? And students together can write questions that they would like the text to answer. That's a very useful pre-reading stage, but it's also the first reading stage when students read the text in order to see if it answers those questions. After this, the L would be what they know, what they want, what they've learnt, so they can reflect together with other students about what they've learnt from the text. Also, perhaps which of these lexical chunks that they identified appeared in the text as well. The next stage would be to go back through the text, highlighting all these phrases. And as a teacher, you can then pull them out, get them on the board, focus students on the meaning, the form, the pronunciation of these nice chunks of language. Then, because they're on the board, an extra stage from the usual KWL chart would be for students to reconstruct the text, to talk together or write it together, using all these lexical chunks to convey the messages in that text. Now, if you're teaching online, you can save your board. If you're teaching in the physical classroom, you could take a picture, and then you've got lots of that useful language to recycle and revise at a later stage. For example, I'm going to read a little text that I've got, that I did a lesson on about Ed Sheeran. And this was a little recycling activity we did at the start of the next lesson. I'm going to read it, but stop mid-chunk to see if my students can answer and complete those chunks for me. So, for example, Ed Sheeran's third studio album, good, Divide, was released in 2017. The single, The Shape of You, became his first #1 hit. And because we've used that language again, it's begun to be cemented in students' memories. They could then go on and use that to talk about their own favourite singers.